Okay, oh my god. Time now is 11:19 a.m. in the morning on June 22nd, 23rd. Damn, okay. Um, I slept from 5:30 a.m., 5:40 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. and then I slept back and then woke up again around 11:15. So yeah, I'm a sleepy boy. I wish I could sleep more, but I can't. Tried to sleep earlier and failed again for once again. I tried to do as much as possible last night and I couldn't. I planned to watch 3 episodes of Severance. I ended up watching one and a half. Um, Also, goddamn, my voice is already raspy. Um, I didn't draw. I read a little bit. I didn't do any exercises. Um, but I did do the laundry. I did wash my pajamas and everything. Um, but yeah, it's tough. It really is really tough. Um, so many unconfirmed things, but I guess today, if all goes well, I'll be seeing Lizzie at around 1 p.m., maybe 2 p.m. For sort of this location take a look photo shoot thing. And then a little bit later, a little bit later at night, I'll be seeing Glenn for some noodles. Hopefully that happens. Glenn was like, "Oh yeah, we can meet Monday," and I'm like, "Tomorrow?" And then that's it. Like no more news from him. Um, yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. Didn't really dream much. However, I did see Natalie from US, not US, Natalie from the olden days, and also Nick. We were sitting around a table. It's like in the near future, and it's like it's been so long. Like I don't even remember her face that well. Like I don't even know what she looks like now. But she was like, "Show me your Instagram," and I'm like, "No." So that's that. Um, yeah, that's it. I don't have much else. I'm a little bit scared about tomorrow, which is uh I'm gonna be seeing Giant tomorrow, so I'm a little bit scared. Yeah, that's it. That's all. Um, okay, new goal tonight, 4:30. If I can go to bed at 4, it would be great, but I highly suspect that I'll be able to fall asleep fast. So, yeah.
Okay.
Wait, tomorrow you'll be dressing it?
No, we'll be dressing it.
Been to a Goodwill
What?
in my life.
Which is crazy because aren't you a production designer?
Yeah, but like, it's more prop houses and like,
Yeah. That is.
honestly, I haven't even been to that many prop houses. Oh, you need help? Wait, is it closed?
No, I think it's just like.
What?
Is it?
There are lights inside. What is this?
My intention here is like I just like sat with people. I went to like some like apartment place where
What?
like a bunch of it was like a really
Dorm?
beautiful. I don't even want to say it was a dorm because like I don't think it was. It was more of like
Interesting place. Okay, well, hold on. I'm just gonna go in and then pretend I know what's going
yeah,
on.
yeah.
What the hell? My short film, and I was like, oh, it looks like she's crying.
Yeah.
It's perfect. Okay, time now is 11:16 p.m. It's late as fuck. And yeah, I'm gonna have dinner like right after this, but yeah. Uh um I don't know. Today was okay. So I guess I'm like 13 days away from leaving LA. No, not 13. 17? 16? I guess I'm 16 days away, which is not a lot, man. It's not a lot. So, I am going to, yes, so today, I woke up at 10:30, but I basically stayed on my bed until like 11:50, which is bad, but, I, uh, Lizzie came to pick me up at 1:50 p.m. And I was like, oh my god, that's early. I mean, for her it's late, but for me it's early. And I'm like, oh my god. So I didn't get to do much, actually, after I woke up. I filmed a review. I watched maybe 20 more minutes of, or like 10 more minutes of like Severance Season 2 Episode 7. And then I just like, okay, well, I guess I gotta go. So today I went with Lizzie. We went to a house in Koreatown. Some guy named Owen, his garage, and there are basically a few flats. And Lizzie and Owen will be doing some photography stuff there a couple days later, and they're asking me to help out with set dressing and also just figuring out what props to get and etc. And honestly, I'm not an expert in this photography thing, as in I don't have a lot of experience set dressing for photography sets, and honestly we have a lot of budget. We have like $1,000, and we also don't have a lot of people, and we only have one day to shoot this and set this up, and I don't know. This is either gonna go terrible or gonna go very good, very well, and anything in between. I'm just along for the ride. So yeah, this white guy Owen, he's quiet and he speaks really slow, which makes me think he doesn't know what he's doing, but he probably does know what he's doing. But anyways, me and Lizzie from 3 p.m. onwards, we basically went around town from one thrift store to another, to basically look for props. And yeah, we went to Goodwill, and then we went to a bunch of random places. We were around Mid City, which is an area I'm not familiar with at all. I don't think I go there that often. At some point, we entered this antique store, or like this very dense store that has a lot of antiques and like weird like ancient Chinese art, and like the woman is Jewish, I suspect. There's a lot of Jewish stuff in there. There's a lot of very old like stainless steel goblets and like weird paintings and old records that are falling apart, and it's a really interesting place. And this woman was trying to force us into buying something because Lizzie really liked a couple of wooden panels. And I was like, yeah, it looks really good, but I don't know if it makes sense for the photo shoot, for the setup. And she's like, yeah, let's not get it. And then the woman's like, oh, you want to get it? It's expensive? And Lizzie's like, yeah, it's a bit too expensive. So the plan, that the original price was, the wooden panel, we only need 2 panels that open and close, and or like not need, like Lizzie initially wanted 2 panels that open and close, and each panel costs 50, so that whole thing is 100. And Lizzie's like, there's no way. And Lizzie's like, oh, we also wanted to buy books and, you know, some stool. And the woman's like, okay. So the books is $2 per book. The stool is $20. So we get 5 books. And, okay, the stool is $30. You get 5 books, a stool, and 2 panels. That's $140. That's the initial price. And then Lizzie was like, yeah. And then the woman was like, oh, but I can give you cheaper, 110. And the woman has like this imposing quality, and it's almost like Lizzie can't get out of this. So I gave Lizzie an out. I was like, oh, but like I'm not sure if these 2 panels can fit into the car, even though I know it probably could. I was like, oh, I'm not sure. And then the woman's like, no, I tested it. It does fit in the car. That's how it came here. And then Lizzie's like, yeah, okay. And then the woman was like, 100. I'll sell you guys 100. You guys are students? And Lizzie's like, yeah, we're film students. And she's like, oh, I see. Okay, 100. And at some point, the woman walked away and we just left the store. We didn't buy anything. Yeah, and then we went to another store, went to another Goodwill, went to Michael's, which I'm not sure. Lizzie was surprised because I'm like a PD person, but I seldom go to these stores because most of the time I'm just a set dresser. The props are already there on the spot. I think the thing I'm like good at in the PD field right now is really just sticking things up, and just pulling things down. Like mostly just that. And also I'm handy with, I don't know, paper tape, painter's tape, fucking gaff tape, like all that jazz. Like I don't really know. Just lifting things around. But yeah, so there is that. I got really hungry at some point because I didn't even have time to have lunch, and I don't even know what to eat for lunch. So, Lizzie's like, oh, let's go to McDonald's. So we went to a McDonald's drive-thru, and I ate some chicken nuggets, some fries, and I had some sweet tea and an apple pie, which is fine. I was like, I don't even need to eat much because later I'm going to have dinner with my friend, who is Glenn, of course. Until the last Goodwill we went to, Glenn was like, oh, sorry, something came up. Apparently, I'm double booked. Apparently, I have the birthday party at 8 p.m. I can't come, sorry. Or unless you come now. At that point, it was 6:30 p.m. And Glenn was like, unless you show up now and we have dinner together, like, right now. But at that point, I was in Mid-City with Lizzie. So I was like, yeah, no can do. Like, Glenn tried to call me like 5 times. And I called him back, and I was like, blah, 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 blah. And Glenn's like, oh, I'm so sorry. And You know, let's reschedule Thursday night. And I look at my schedule. That's perfect. Thursday night then. Boom. So yeah, unfortunately, I can't do two birds, one stone today. So yeah, I'm seeing Glenn a few days later instead. And you know, even if I were to meet with Glenn for dinner, just now at 6:30 p.m., it would be in a rush anyways because he would have to rush over to Santa Monica for someone's birthday. So yeah, so Thursday night it is. But I'm not terribly surprised. I don't know why, but I'm like so used to disappointments. I'm like, yeah, people like breaking their promises and people not showing up to things, people not telling me what's going on. I'm like kind of used to it already. So I'm like, yeah, it's, you know, and it's Glenn, and he's nice, so I get it. But I'm just used to disappointments in general. I think the only huge non-disappointment is me getting to go to Cannes. But yeah, aside from that, I and Lizzie had a lot of good conversation, a lot of good convo. She's really friendly, and she asking me like, "How's USC? How's Cannes? How's this? How's that? What's your short film? How's your short films?" Blah blah blah. And I talked a lot, and we talked about I recommended films to her, and talked about politics a little bit, etc., etc., etc. So pretty cool, very nice. And I'm just thinking, man, I'm like charismatic today or something. What the heck? But I think it's more just the fact that Lizzie's really like more, I guess, extroverted, and for some reason I felt more comfortable saying all that, talking so much. But yeah, at some point she was like, "No, Wicked is better than Anora," and I'm like, "No, Anora is better." And then we like didn't argue, but we debated a little bit. At the end, since I didn't need to see Glenn anymore, Lizzie's like, "Oh, do you need to run any errands?" And I'm like, "Actually, I kind of want to go to Trader Joe's because I'm low on vegetables and stuff." So we went to Trader Joe's. And then after Trader Joe's, Lizzie's like, "Wow, USC, huh?" Because Lizzie doesn't know USC that well, even though she's been here before. So I literally gave her a whole ass tour around the campus. Just SCA, Norris Theater, Manson Center. We walked south. And then we went on and on. We went to the scary alleyway. We went to the art building. We went through Parkside. A whole loop-de-loop. I even ran into Cody, whom I recently just saw on the set of Dead Matriarch's Jewels. And he was outside of Raised Dark Theater with another guy. I think I've seen that other guy too. But he's like, "Hey, how's it going?" And I'm like, "I'm just bringing a friend here." He's guarding the entrance to a movie screening of Say Less. Anyways, that's that, and then she drove me home, and that's it. Yeah, so not much. So two things. One is I am now being increasingly worried about the fact that I don't have enough time to do anything in the next 15 days. It's both exciting and crazy that 15 days, round 5 will end. And I still want to hang out with a bunch of people. Like Glenn, that's locked. I still really want to hang out with Christian R. The thing is, I only have like 3 days out of the next 15 days, like 2 or 3 days where I'm truly free. Like, I think any other day, it's just going to be tough. And then, yeah, and then I also want to meet with Tova once or hopefully twice because I want to edit together with her for the doc. And I don't know, Tova's not responding to me, Christian R is not responding to me, his specific availability. And then, yeah, so lots of things are up in the air. Don't know what's going to happen. Furthermore, tomorrow I'm supposed to go to the prop house with Giant and Maisie. Which is a little nerve-wracking because they're both kind of scary people. Especially Giant. I mean, not scary in a way she's like an evil monster. Maybe she is, but just like what happened over the last few months, it's just like I just don't even want to speak to her anymore. But she kind of comes back again. Like you know, I first met her on November 1st. And then she disappears. She comes back for the 3:10 screening, and then she's there with Christmas, and she disappears. She comes back and asks for my help for Summer's End. She disappears. She comes back to ask me for help for Rush. She keeps coming back, asking me for favors. It's almost like I'm a tool to her. I don't know. Maisie's nice, but she's just like this edgy, like, person. And she's nice, but she's also like I don't want to piss her off. I don't know, like, she seems like a crazy person. Like, I don't know. So I truly don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow. I've told both Jiayun and Maisie that I'm coming tomorrow, and neither of them have told me, like, whatever plans it's gonna be tomorrow. So I genuinely don't know. They have probably forgotten about me. I wouldn't be surprised. Again, I am so desensitized towards disappointments that tomorrow, if I end up being home all day, I would be upset, but I'd be like, yeah, that's life, you know? Life just likes to fuck me over 99 out of 100 times. And that one time, when it doesn't fuck me over, is when I get to go to Cannes. So, and also when I screened my film in Cannes Fest. Couple good times. Which is probably enough to get me going. Because life's a bitch. But Jiayun did like my Instagram post for the first time in history, because I uploaded while I was at the garage today with Lizzie and Owen. I uploaded the poster to Remain in Light, which I think is doing well. Matt liked it, Jiayun liked it. Turns out these two people actually acknowledge my existence. What the fuck? So, yeah. I guess I hate that Instagram dictates what I think, what others think of me, because that's nothing. That's just you press your thumb onto your screen 2 times, and then that, like, changes so much. And it's so fucking bullshit, really. But yeah, at least I have a bunch of food now, and, I can have a nice dinner, and, yeah, we'll see. But, contingency plan, tomorrow I'm gonna wake up at 9 a.m. just to see if Jiayun had randomly texted me or not. And then if no news, I'm gonna go back to bed. Yeah. I'll just stay awake, actually, because I want to tire myself. Because on Wednesday I need to wake up at like 7 a.m. anyways. So, yeah. I don't have a lot else to say, but I just want to end the video off in a more positive light. Regardless of what happens in the next 15 days. Joy, or pain, or boredom, I'm going back to Hong Kong. It's been 1 year. Oh my god, the buildings, the people, the streets. And I'm also traveling to Beijing and maybe Kyoto. Maybe, who knows. Like, oh yeah. I just want to go back, man. I just want to go back. So yeah, that's all I want to say. It feels so good to just daydream and fantasize about a brighter future, you know, just being back at my home again, even though I thought I would just lose it, but I ended up not losing it. And just traveling and being out there. At some point today, Lizzie asked me what my creative process is. I love these kinds of questions. I love just talking about my creative process. I talk about how I like writing on my phone, and I don't sit down and write. I don't write at home. Like, I only write scripts when I'm outside, when I'm in the train or bus. Because when I'm at home, it's boring. I get no inspiration, you know. But I like being outside, and then suddenly I'm inspired. Suddenly I have a lot of thoughts. But then I would also be listening to music. So I'm outside, but I'm also in my own world. But the world is passing through me. And just being able to go back to Hong Kong and going to these places, going to those places, the world passes through me. I didn't have this feeling in Nice. In Nice, I just wanted to get the hell out. But, oh man, just to be there, to be there in Hong Kong, standing there, is just such a bliss. Like, oh man. Okay, time now is 11:16 a.m. in the morning on June 24th. Um, yeah, I slept from 5:20 to, yeah, 9:20 a.m. I woke up, and, or 9:15 a.m. I woke up to check the phone to see if I have any texts. I don't. And then just now, again, I woke up by an alarm. I woke up at 11 a.m. I think 11:10 maybe. Still no text. So yeah, probably not gonna happen. I'm probably not going to a prop house with Jiayun and Maisie. It's probably gonna not happen for some reason. Um, but I'm still gonna wake up early, because I think, yeah, because I think, I want to tire myself a little bit, so that I can go to bed earlier tonight. So yeah, if in that case, if I really do end up not going anywhere today, then it's gonna be a home all day, and I'm just gonna focus on editing and watching stuff. So yeah, I didn't draw nor read last night. That's 2 days in a row of not drawing. I need to draw every day. Um, I also haven't figured out the cosplay thing. I think I'm still deciding whether I want to cosplay in Anime Expo or not, because it seems like it's such a hideous thing. Um, but yeah. Uh, um, yeah, I don't know. Um, I don't know. Uh, no response from anyone. Like, people are just not telling me things. Like, I want to know when is Christian R's availability, but I just don't know. Um, yeah, I just have a bunch of shit to do, honestly. Um, yeah. Yeah, so I'm gonna really try to sleep earlier tonight. I'm gonna try to do less today, to assign myself fewer things to do today, because this can't go on. Um, yeah, I think that's all I really have to say. I actually don't have a lot to say. I don't know. There's like a small chance that Jiayun would suddenly text me, but the chance is really low. It's probably gonna be like, oh, I forgot to tell you, sorry, with a lot of Y's and some emojis. I forgot to tell you we canceled going to the prop house today um, because I don't know, something came up or whatever. It's probably gonna be something like that. Yeah. I also, like, on Maisie's Instagram story an hour ago, she's still posting photos of her cat, so she's probably not at a prop house right now. Or maybe she just left. I don't know. Um, yeah. Last night, I think at around like 1 a.m. or like 12:30 a.m., I asked Jiayun, I texted her. I was like, fuck it, I'll say something. And of course, she didn't say anything back. So, Oh well. Okay, time now is 9:25 p.m. Yeah, so let's talk about today. I have some things to say. Indeed. So I spent the whole day at home today. Home all day. That's right, folks. Home all day. And nothing that crazy happened. I just, I'm gonna address the elephant in the room a little later, maybe. But today I didn't do much. I finished Severance season 2 finally. First few hours after I woke up, I did nothing. And I had a nice big lunch, and then I had a stomachache, etc., etc. But yeah, there are also flies in my bathroom, which is scary because I don't want my apartment to turn into a freaking insect zoo again, like the last place. And then aside from that, no response to literally everyone else. No response from Christian R yet. No response from, there's so many Christian R I'm waiting for a response for, so that we can figure out a day to hang out. But yeah, it's also Michelle's birthday. Shout out to Michelle. I think we'll be hanging out on July 1st. So there's that. And Lizzie also just gave me a phone call basically talking about tomorrow. Tomorrow's gonna be tough. Because I have to wake up like 6:25. So I was originally the plan is I'll wake up at 7, but now it's 6:25 because originally she's gonna pick me up at 7:30, but tomorrow she'll pick me up at 6:45. Because the model for the photography shoot tomorrow wanted to leave early at 2 p.m., which means we need to be there even earlier. So that fucking sucks. But it's okay. I've dealt with extreme sleep deprivation before. I survived a film set with 0 hours of sleep. I will handle it totally fine. So the elephant in the room is the fact that I did not go outside at all. I was supposed... Jayun literally texted me a few days ago saying, "Hey, Enoch, are you free next Tuesday to go to the prop house?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." A little bit later, Maisie, the production designer, randomly DM'd me saying, "Hey, when are you available?" And I'm like, "This day, that day, next Tuesday, I'm available to go to the prop house." And she's like, "Cool." Or like, she actually didn't say anything after that. And then today, nothing. Literally nothing. I texted Jayun last night. Nothing. No response today. I think earlier in the morning, like circa at noon, when I finally left my bed, I was still thinking maybe around 2 p.m.-ish she would suddenly text me saying, "Oh, sorry, I will send someone to pick you up at 3 p.m. or at least an apology, like, "Oh, sorry, we didn't tell you anything." But no, literally nothing throughout the entire day. Same with Maisie. Even Maisie didn't say anything. It's amazing how much there's a lack of communication. But yeah, I looked at Maisie's Instagram stories because Maisie posts on Instagram so much, and she literally, like, I can tell what she's doing almost every day by the story she posts. And Jayun doesn't do that, but Maisie does that. And Maisie, today, I saw that she reposted some photos of like a different film set. So I'm like, oh, Maisie's on a different film set. So maybe the whole prop house thing is canceled. Like maybe it's just not happening. Maybe they're gonna do it another day. I don't know. And then around 3 p.m., 4 p.m., I looked at her stories again. She's at the fucking Warner Brothers prop house. And she took some photos of the mirror she got, and she's like, "I got the items." And she very proudly displays, like, the tag, which says project name, Rush. which is Jayun's short film's name, and she has multiple photos of it. And I'm like, well, I hope she has enough people helping her out. She must be thinking, like, why is Enoch not here? I thought he said he agreed to be here. What's going on? Did he quit? No. No one told me jack fucking shit, man. No one told me anything about anything. Or maybe Maisie didn't even want me to come. Maybe they were like, yeah, Enoch, you know what? Enoch's a suspicious guy. He's not gonna... I don't want him here. Which, I mean, sure, be my guest. The thing is, I am not gaining jack shit by helping out this short film anyways. I'm gaining nothing. I'm only here for, like, entertainment purposes. The truth is, the whole Christmas with Jayun thing, and then over the semester, summer's end, all those fucking things. I need some kind of closure to this, and I thought this would be some kind of closure. But, you know what? Truth be told, I don't care. The thing is, if I don't go to this film set, I lose nothing. I gain something, in fact. The fact is, I got more time on my hands to do my own shit. Hell, I would be able to attend the screening of Mirror at the Egyptian Theater on June 29th. So, I don't know, be my guest. If you don't want me on this set, if you want to kick me out, that's totally fine. Go ahead and do it. I genuinely do not care anymore at this point. I know I'm making a huge fuss out of it. I'm saying all these things because no one said anything to me today. I'm having a huge reaction over nothing. But I think it's reasonable for me to have such a huge reaction, though. It's like, I'm not angry, maybe a little frustrated, maybe a little disappointed, but just helpless. Like, yeah, or not helpless, but like, confused? Maybe not confused. I feel like, yeah, just do it. I don't care. I feel like I don't care anymore. I need to air that out. The thing is, I am already desensitized to disappointments. Like, I have arrived at a point in my life where if something really disappointing happens, I feel nothing. I keep getting rejected by film festivals. I keep losing projects. In that I keep missing out on film sets, and I don't succeed much in life. I don't succeed that much. Aside from the time I went to Cannes, big up. And you know, it's fine. Like, life is disappointing. Life is 99% disappointment. It's that 1% of surprises that keep you going, right? So I'm like, fine. I'm like okay with it. So this morning when I woke up, I was already prepared to be disappointed. Like, I was like, yeah, just give me another disappointment. Okay. So I'm not mad because I kind of saw this coming. It's just like, I don't know, maybe it could be avoided. Because the thing is, I'm sure Maisie's younger than me. Jayun's definitely younger than me. I'm like this 22-year-old guy. I'm supposed to be in masters anyways. Like, right now I'm supposed to be doing masters, and I'm this guy. I've made 11 short films. I've done things, but to them, to Jayun, I'm just a tool. Yeah, you know, come on. Because all the other important people that I love and care about are on a trip to Hungary or France or something, or Japan or something, because it's summer. So I guess I'll just find some other people that I like less so that they can do my bidding and make me my film. I feel like that's her attitude. I'm just like a tool to her. Once she's done with me, she won't say anything to me for like 2 years, and then maybe 2 years later, she's gonna be like, "Oh, do you want to help out on my short film as like a PA?" Like I am just a tool. Okay, fine. You know, being in film is to be part of the hierarchy, is to be part of the system, and sometimes I'm really low, and you know what? For entertainment purposes, just for funsies, I'll do it. fine, because otherwise I would be bored sitting in my room anyways. But now you're just trolling me. This is just a case of trolling. That's why I'm a little mad. I'm a little, not mad, I'm a little puffed. I'm a little puffed up. I'm a little shirked. I'm a little smirked. I'm a little stibleded. I'm a little pricked. Prip, prap, proop. Okay? I'm a little prip, prap, proop. I'm being trolled. I'm being bamboozled. And it's tiring. You know, I get a little jaded. I'm a little jaded by this. So yeah, I really, I don't know. I don't care anymore. I really don't care anymore. I almost had a little hope though. I almost had a little hope, which is bad because late April, literally late fucking April, which is by the way 2 months ago, 2 whole months ago, I was like, I'm not gonna talk to Jiren anymore, ever. Well, if she says hi to me, I won't be an asshole, and I'll say hi back. Fine. But otherwise, there is literally no point. It's actually over. It's ruined. It's like with Leslie 2 years ago. After I finished the phone call, I'm like, it's done. There's like literally nothing can repair that. Enough bargaining, enough back and forth, enough swinging back and forth, enough pendulum swings. Oh, well, maybe we could still get back, and maybe I could still like talk to her because of this. Maybe not, maybe yes, maybe no. No more, okay? It's done. After the APCA banquet, I'm like, I'm done with Jiren. She's no more. If I'm not important to her at all, then she's not important to me at all. That's it. But then she kind of comes back, and then for the last few days, she like talks to me more again. By then, I still feel ambivalent, right? Because she just abandons me. So I'm like, well, you're just saying nice things to me for the sake of it. And then now she's like, I know she's busy and all, but can't you at least like spend maybe 2 seconds, I don't know. Sure, I'll tell Maisie. Or, oh, sorry, I forgot to tell you. Like, I don't know, don't you like at least have something you could say? Either way, I don't know. I'm still going to this set of Rush because another thing that happened, interestingly, is the first AD, her name is Sia, and I suspect it's the 310 Thai American girl, Sia Jira. She's like first AD, and she's like, she put me in a text group, and she's like, oh, do you want a carpool, stuff like that. So I'm basically confirmed to be on the set. But like, low key, it's just a bunch of empty promises anyways. It's just a bunch of empty promises. Like, when Jiren was like, oh, I'll buy you coffee, and first of all, I did all of that. I made a sign, I made a wooden sign for her, for her short film, and I showed up again on pickup day. I helped her clean up this disgusting mess that the DP made. And then now I'm helping her again, even though I totally didn't have to. And she's like, I'll buy coffee for you. Which is, okay, thank you for being nice. But A, that's never happening. You're saying this because you're a businesswoman. You're a business girl. You're not a woman, you're a girl. You're a business girl, and these things are just corporate shit. You're not actually gonna fulfill this promise. I know. I haven't even been disappointed yet, but I already am. Because I can foresee the future. I know it's not gonna happen. I just do. Second of all, coffee, all of that work amounts to, I guess, $5 of a latte. I know I should be grateful for literally everything, but I don't know, you know what's better than a coffee? A conversation. Like, just, you don't have to say, I'll buy coffee for you. Just talk to me more. Just like, hey, how's it been? What are you working on? Just like, talk to me. That's all I don't need coffee. Don't give me money. Just say things. Just be there. That's 200 times better than a cup of coffee, okay? And She just doesn't understand that. Again, for her, it's nothing. She's probably secretly rich. She is rich. She is rich. If she's able to afford this short film, she might as well be rich. I'm not rich. I've made 11 short films, and 10 of them are guerrilla. Or like, well, Dreams of an Empty Street had a crew, but no, we don't talk about that. Information Blackout had a crew, but we don't talk about that. Anyways. I'm so done with her. After Rush, I'm done. I don't really... I just don't really... I don't really see this going anywhere. I don't care. And, yeah. That's pretty much it. No news with the Christian R. At this point, I'll just let the winds. I'll let the winds decide my fate. Okay, like if I get a free day to hang out with Christian R, that's fucking great. If not, then it's whatever. There's nothing I can do. I gotta go back home. I gotta enjoy my life at home. Yeah. Yeah, it's whatevs. It's truly whatevs. And I'm excited for tomorrow. At least tomorrow I'll be doing something. I'm booked whole day for the photography thing. I'll be seeing Tova. Oh, Lizzie will be there, so I'll have friends. I can talk to people. It'll be nice. Yeah. So there is that. And it'll be super chill because it's not like a big serious film set. So I'm there to like help out, but I'll be like just enjoying my time there while being extremely sleep deprived. So I'm gonna try to go to bed at 4. I'm sure I'm tired enough to fall asleep at 4-ish today. And 4, and then wake up at 6. That's 2 hours. 3:30. Okay, I'll try to go to bed at 3:30. If I go to bed at 3:30, wake up 6:20, that's like a little less than 3 hours. I can survive that. But 3:30 is I don't know. I'm not confident, but I can try. But yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know about Jaehyun. I have no expectations. I don't know. Sometimes I wonder if Jaehyun even knows how it's like to be treated this way. I don't even think she's aware of it. I don't even think she knows. She talks to me again as if it's all okay and I'm just like a happy boy waiting to be picked up by mommy. But she's like 3 years younger than me. I can do my own shit. Like I can make my own films, And I have made my own films. I don't need big crew and, a first AD, a carpooling system, and a catering. Like, I don't need all that because I know film as an art form. I don't know film as a business. Which means I don't need to do it the USC way, okay? I can just do it my way. I can just... If you have a camera, if you have sound, you have things happening in front of the camera, just do it. Just make a film. I'm an art film guy. I'm a film artist. I'm not just a movie, factory guy. I'm a film artist. So I can do much more than with much less, honestly. And even though the quality's not great, but I can prove myself somehow. Which is why Cliff needs to DP my next short. But yeah, enough with the ramblings. Excited for tomorrow. Yeah. Okay, time now is 6:30. Fuck me, 6:31 a.m. in the morning on June 25th. Yeah. I slept from 3:50 to 6:30. And yeah, that is about 2.5 hours of sleep. That is really fucked. I actually slept for even less than that because I didn't immediately fall asleep, of course, because I'm not used to falling asleep that early. But thankfully I did fall asleep, like, eventually. Like, at around 4, I don't know, 4:30 maybe. So yeah, I'm like insanely sleepy, but it's okay. It's okay. We got this. Like, I can handle this. Yeah, last night, almost for the whole day, my phone has this water symbol because it thinks the charging port has a water moisture. And I tried to restart the phone twice and it didn't work. And then finally, I had to use a hair dryer and then to blow at the hole, and then the symbol finally disappeared. So that's that. My Crocs. On one of the last days of my French trip, my right side Crocs sort of broke, like the rubber, and then my left foot also just broke. And I guess the other thing is the whole giant thing still kind of pissed me off, but yeah, it's good to be a little removed from the whole thing. Yeah. But yeah. Let's hope today ends early so that I could come home early and sleep early, you know. That would be ideal. Yeah.
This is at 132. I don't think we have this, but I mean, like, I think we.
No, keep going. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Do you have a speaker? Okay, and then I want 3 more minutes.
Thinking about getting something since I'm back like in SoCal now. I was like, I should get a membership to actually AMC. I mean, I have. Oh, it came off the Mayflower.
Damn.
My God, it's hot in here. Okay.
No. What?
You want to lay it, have it go down more?
I just like filming the cat.
What's the tourist coming from? All that green, the keys. Oh, God.
Her name, but all I know is that I have a friend.
That's a key. Oh. Can we vote?
Yeah, I'm ready.
I'm going Bo. Vote. I'm going Bo.
Bo? Yeah, I think Bo's been the most legit the entire time.
See, how about buying this?
No, I'm actually gonna go with Bo as
You
well.
don't have to, by the way. We don't know how.
Okay, it's 10:36 p.m. It's late. I'm eat dinner soon. But yeah, let's talk about today. So today, semi-interesting. So first of all, we are 14 days away from going back to Hong Kong. 14, only 2 weeks. Time is ticking. Clock is ticking. Time a clicking. And I can't fucking believe it. I genuinely can't. I know it's gonna be like my 5th time going back to Hong Kong, but goddamn is this this is long awaited, okay? This is long anticipated. But anyways, this morning I woke up after 2 hours or 2.5 hours of sleep, which is pretty bad. But I think at this point I'm kind of used to it already, so it didn't really bother me that much. Yeah. So I woke up at 6:30, and Lizzie's supposed to pick me up at 6:45, and she was about 10 minutes late. So it's all right. It's okay. So 6:55, I went downstairs and I saw Lizzie and Tova. It's the first time I saw Tova since March, which isn't really that long ago. It's just 3 months. You know, for comparison purposes, I haven't seen Natalie in a year and 7 months. So that's that. I don't even know how that's possible. Like, apparently I didn't see Thomas for 2 years between mid 2023 to a few weeks ago. Anyways, Lizzie, Tova, saw them. They drove me to the house in Koreatown that I went to 2 days ago. And boom, it's photography time. So Lizzie and the other white guy, Owen, have already done a lot of work by renting jacks, which is very impressive. And they rented jacks and they drilled the jacks into the flats and then put up the flats. So the flats are already up and standing, and it worked. It actually looked better than I thought. We actually have just enough space, and then we just need to dress it, and that took about an hour. And again, I thought it's going to be complicated because we're trying to make this look like a desert. We're trying to make 2 wooden flats or 3 wooden flats inside a garage look like the beach, not the desert. Also, I have 2 hours of sleep, so I may say some words I'm going to say is not going to make any sense. It's fine. So we're trying to make it look like the beach, and originally I thought it's not really going to work out. But no, it didn't work out quite well. They actually bought sand from Home Depot, and we have more than enough props. Also, last night Lizzie called me, and Lizzie told me that the 3 looks that we're going for, or 3 setups. The first setup is the beach, and then second and third would be the academia setup, and also the sort of the downtown LA, downtown girl, weird girl apartment. So the downtown weird girl apartment setup is canceled because they don't have the clothes. It's a fashion photography. So we only need to set up 2 looks, which is great. Like, saved so much time. So yeah, we set up the beach, and this other girl, her name is Elisa, I think. And she's Lizzie's classmate, and she's also interested in PD. She studied film, just graduated from CSUN, and she was actually kind of taking the lead, which I was like, okay, sure. And you know, we put up some floaties, laid out some nets. We also had to move flats and stick out these faux wooden panels. They keep falling, so I keep taping them back up. As it turns out, blue tape is stronger than the wooden panel sticky side. We have a hot glue gun, and embarrassingly, I didn't know how to use a hot glue gun because I've only used it like once, and a long time ago, like maybe, I don't know. So embarrassingly, there were 2 like logs of hot glue, and they're like solidified. And I plugged the glue gun, I found an outlet and I plugged it, and I was like trying to press it. I'm like, it's not working. Turns out what it does is after you plug it to the wall, to the outlet, the glue gun heats up And then once it's hot enough, the glue stick would melt, which at that point I'm like, oh, right, duh. I'm silly. I'm stupid. Of course, that's how it works. And then it's melting, and I still couldn't I pressed the trigger, I still couldn't push the glue out. And then Eliza was like, oh yeah, you need another glue stick to push it out. So she put another glue stick and it actually worked. But even so, the hot glue wasn't strong enough. But it was embarrassing. I've done PD in arguably one of the greatest film schools ever, and I don't know how to use a glue gun. It was until 2 days ago when I learned about all these thrift stores like Michael's, and now I'm learning how to use a glue gun, for fuck's sakes. And I think today, a good chunk of the first half of today, made me realize how little I've actually learned about production design. Because even though I've been doing set dressing for literally 1.5 years, yeah, I guess 1.5 years. Okay, maybe that's an exaggeration. Maybe a year and a couple months, because I remember the first one is like the one the alleyway in downtown LA, which is like May last year or April last year, I think. May. So that was like my first. But like so far I've been doing set dressing. I've done like PD a couple times, but it's very small in scale. I've done art directing for Pitt, but I feel like that was a bit of a mess for me because I feel like I didn't learn much because I didn't do a lot of hands-on stuff, and I did more like organizing, but even so, all the organizing kind of went to waste, so I ended up doing nothing, I feel like. Whereas somebody like Alexis, even though this is her first PD gig ever, she's so much better than me because she does handicraft, she does like craft stuff, so she's so much better with an electric saw, she's much better with a hammer, she's much better with all these tools and paint, and she used the swatches to mix the paint, and she knows how she completely handled the pit, which is arguably the main focus of the short film. She even did the printing out the labels for the fake beer cans, so many stuff that I haven't even done before. And I realized that I've been doing set dressing for a year now, and I'm still learning all these things. And I realize, holy shit, I'm still the noobest of the noobs. And I don't know if it's my problem or if it's just I'm being unlucky. Because I always think maybe it's my problem. Like during Pitt, I feel like I just don't do enough. I'm not active enough. Like if I think, okay, I'm like going into spirals here, but back to the photography set today. Not film set, photography. Back to the photo set today. We set up the walls about an hour, and then I just spent a lot of time chilling inside the house, sitting down, eating stuff, and chatting, really. I just really wanted to rest because I'm just really tired. But there were definitely times where I have to call back to set to help change some stuff, whatever. And there was a moment when we were setting up for the second look, which is the academia look. It's a dorm room. There is a drawer, table, dresser, and okay, hold on. There was a dresser, I believe it's called, drawers, and then there's a nice chair, there is a big globe, which I actually have, I took it back home, and then a bunch of other stuff like some plants, and a bunch of vinyl, some posters, and it's a nice little, school-ish, academia-ish vibe. But throughout the entire setting up process, it's Eliza leading us, which again, I don't want to be this petty guy, but I can't help but feel a little petty at that moment because I'm in USC and I'm doing PD in USC. Arguably one of the greatest film schools ever. People have some kind of expectation for me, probably. And I feel like I'm not living up to it because Eliza's taking the lead and I'm not. I'm supposed to be the guy who think of cool solutions to things, but I'm not. And then I'm like, well, it's because I'm tired, and I'm like, well, that's my fault for sleeping so late. Well, it's because it's a photography set, not a film set, but we're still setting things up, it's the same. Well, it's, you know, like, I can't really make up a lot of excuses, and there are so many times where Eliza would just tell me to do things. Oh, can you do this? Can you do that? And I'm like, yeah. Oh, can you grab that plant? I'm like, sure. And she's like, oh, how about we do this and put it there? And I'm just listening to her, and I'm like, why am I lower in the hierarchy? Again, I hate feeling that way because filmmaking is a team effort. It's like, it's supposed to be nice, but like, I can't help but feel petty, and I don't know why. And I think, and that moment was genuinely like a little bit infuriating. I started getting angry, and it was very suppressed anger, so I didn't lash out or anything. But this combined with yesterday, where nobody told me anything, and I didn't end up going to the prop house. Again, very ludicrous too. That I've been doing set dressing for a year, and I only recently visited a prop house for the first time in my life. Very insane things are happening. Yeah. But yeah, so I just started to think to myself. I started like, and also maybe it's because of my voice. Like, I have a very soft voice, so sometimes I would make suggestions, even though they're usually not even that big. But it's like, oh, let's hang this poster on that wall. And I would say that like 3 times and no one would hear me. And sometimes I would, like, there's a floating shelf and it's just a piece of wood. And they're really struggling with fixing that piece of wood on the wall because it's just a floating shelf. And normally you would need L brackets to sort of drill it. But of course we don't have that. So Eliza was like, oh, just like drill 2 nails. And Tova came up with a solution. And then Lizzie helped out, and then they were doing it, and I'm just in the back holding posters. I'm not helping. I'm a USC PD guy. You know? What the fuck am I doing? And I'm just holding things for them. And at that point, I was like, oh yeah, maybe we could use a rope to tie the floating shelf and make it hang. But like, that doesn't even work, but I still try to make that suggestion so that I sound like I'm participating in this scuffle. So I was like, oh, so can we use the string, use the shelf and my sentence was completely incoherent because I was consumed by anger. But even so, Tova actually understood what I'm trying to say, and Tova's like, oh, but if we try to use a rope to hang it, it's just gonna fall. And I'm like, yeah, of course. But I felt moderately bad at that moment. I just felt petty. And I went back to the house and I just sat down and I need to calm my ass down because it's not, like, I'm having an existential crisis on a photography set that is not related to USC at all. And I'm like, wow, like, I've been on so many sets. And the APCA web series thing, all I've done is print shit at FedEx office. The fucking music video thing, all I do is to pull a golden rope, and put flowers in vases. Like, Lock, all I did is, like, sweep sand around and draw red paint. The Chinese film Candy or Movie, I'm just painting wood, and I'm just cutting wood in half. And, yeah, these are good basics, and I've learned a lot of basics, but I feel like I'm nowhere near what I'm trying to do, and I just don't have the skill, and I feel like maybe it's because I'm so good at playing the dog, and I'm not good at playing the master. And again, I hate this, because filmmaking isn't about owning pets. But I just can't help but feel like a dog sometimes. Like, people have to command me to do things, and I'm so good at playing the dog. I'm so good at waiting like a nice little boy. Mommy, give me a command. And then they would go, yeah, you know, do this, do that. And I'm like, yes, sir. And then I just do those things. And I'm so comfortable being in this low position role that, you know, and then look at other people who are more extroverted. Maybe Jaeyoon's one of them. I don't know. People who are more assertive. Even Cody, the other guy I met at the Russian film that I just worked on. He's like, oh no, let me help you, blah, blah, blah. Maybe I should do that. Maybe next time I go to set, I should be like, oh, blah, 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 blah. Yes, I can do this, I can do that, I can do this. Ariel, like half a year ago, literally told me that always do even more than what you are asked of, because that is how you fucking survive in this fucking industry. You fuck face fucker. Like, I'm gonna wash my toes now. And you know, Ariel's not wrong, because Ariel does that. On the set of Ends and Means 2 years ago, even though Ariel's a second AC, Ariel tried her very best to parasitically consume other people's roles. She would produce for others. She cares about cinematography. She cares about PD. She's like, oh, don't worry, let me help it. Let me help it. She's a big person. She's a bigger person. And I don't hate her for it. In fact, I admire her for it. I admire Ariel for her undying hunger. She is a monster. And this industry needs monsters to survive. And that's why she's so successful. So I'm just thinking, I need to start doing that. So, I don't know, maybe partially it's on me. Partially, maybe it's because throughout all these sets, I am not active and out there and aggressive enough. I don't know. But like, then you have Christian R, who definitely isn't that aggressive of a person. But he's freaking damn talented. I'll tell you that much. But yeah, so that's the end of my rant. So I tried my best to avoid having stomachache. Usually I go to set, there's a good chance that I'll randomly get a stomachache, which sucks. You know, something's wrong with my body. This morning I ate 2 cookies and some water. Really simple. That's carbs, sugar, and water. Nothing should go wrong. And then I drank a little coffee. It's like home brew coffee with oat milk. I'm like, oh, oat milk is lactose free, so I should be okay. I drank a little bit of it. It tasted weird. And from that point on, my belly felt bloated. But it wasn't like lactose intolerant bloated. It was like, it was on the left side of my abdomen. The left side. Like my appendix, maybe. But it wasn't appendix, because that, it's like spasms among my intestines, and then those spasms eventually spread across my stomach, my right side, everything. And but it's not like a sharp pain. It's also not like a bloated pain. It's just like pressure. It's like my intestines are being squeezed a little bit. So I continue to eat food. There's like a Subway sandwich, like 6-inch, which is not much. And that's lunch. And no pickles, no sauce, no nothing, which is very bland. And then I even had like a slice of Domino's pizza at Lizzie's house. But I was not feeling good the whole time. So I really wanted to leave. I helped strike the set, which is surprisingly fast. And it was nice. And then, you know, said goodbye. And then, so it's interesting. Lizzie works for like a Korean company. That's one of her 2 jobs. It's a Korean company and they do fashion stuff, and it's all the higher ups are all Korean. But of course, lower down, like photography stuff, media stuff, it's like, you know, whatever. LA film people. But like I saw her boss, and her boss is just this Korean woman, and apparently she's like a millionaire, but I couldn't tell. She's just in a white T-shirt, and she has a husband. And then another Korean woman showed up with her daughter, and her daughter is Asian. There's also an orange cat with a chunk of its right ear broken. Anyways, after a set, it was like 3 p.m., 4 p.m., and Lizzie and Tova were like, yeah, let's go to Lizzie's house. So, and Lizzie was like, oh, this actress, Faith, like, or model, she can just take you home. And I'm like, nah, I'm gonna follow you too, because I want to hang out with them. So I did. I followed them. I followed Lizzie and Tova all the way to Lizzie's place at Culver City. And I just stayed there for a while until like 8 p.m. and we chilled and talked and just watched TV. Not much really. And then at 8 p.m. I was taken home, and Tova really wanted to go to the bathroom, so I was like, fine. So Tova went to my bathroom. Wow, I usually never. I hate it when people come to my bedroom and use my own bathroom. Because it's really personal to me. This whole space is very personal to me. Downstairs is fine. But I think several people have done it already. I think Thomas had done it. No, Thomas had never visited this place. Has he? No. I think Jonathan's done it. I think Michelle's done it. And then, yeah, now Tova. So, that's that. But it's good because I trust all three of them. I can say all three of them are like close friends of mine. But yeah. It's also great to see Tova again and just tell her like all my feelings about USC and how pretentious USC is and how talented everyone is. And my feelings about USC and SCA and its culture and its people are feelings that words cannot really explain. Or at least simple words cannot explain. Like people like Matt and Jayun, the 310 kids, the 480 kids, the Zemeckis brothers, Maisie, like all this, it's just like makes me want to jump off the roof. But like all of these people are nice, and like I don't have like a real I don't have real enemies in SCA. It's just this whole thing together just doesn't click right, and suddenly I develop a real yearning for suicide. And it's like, I don't think anyone would really understand either, but I think when I told Tova my feelings, like Tova could almost like understand it. So yeah, so there's that. But yeah, so I also asked Tova which days will she be free, because we must come together and edit. Of course, in the next 14 days, or I think 13, I'll check. In the next 13 days, I have, I'll say 14. In the next 14 days, I have film sets, and I have Anime Expo, and I want to hang out with multiple people, Michelle, Christian R, Glenn. But editing the doc with Tova is of high priority. We have to do it. And I asked her, is she free tomorrow? And she's like, yes. Perfecto. Which means tomorrow I can meet Tova up. We go to SCA, we edit together. And then we say goodbye, and then I can meet up with Glenn tomorrow night for dinner. Which is perfect, and then that's it. I need to catch up with Glenn. He's a good friend. He's also one of the few people I trust. Also Christian R, but no response from him yet. So yeah, so that's planned, that's tomorrow. I'm excited as hell. So there's that. So yeah, when I was thinking about me not being active and aggressive enough on set, part of me realized that maybe it's my fault. Like, I didn't go to the prop house yesterday because I didn't text Maisie. Maybe I should. If I was a real passionate person, maybe I should have texted Maisie. I didn't. And it's my fault. But at the same time, why didn't Maisie text me instead? And also, I don't know. But anyways, what's done is done. And instead of going to the prop house yesterday, I ended up having a whole day to do stuff. So I guess it was a win situation nonetheless. Or at least I gained something from it. But yeah. And then the final thing I will mention is I'll try to go to bed hella early. 3 a.m. I need to, because the next 14 days will be hell if I keep sleeping late. So 3 a.m. consistently, hopefully 2 a.m. Yeah, you know, Rush, Anime Expo. Rush is going to be tough. Rush will be my last set of round 5. And will also be the set of the sets, because Jayun's the writer-director, and I'll be first-hand experiencing what it's like to be in a Jayun set. Me working for Maisie, that's new. And, yeah. Who knows? What if Christian R randomly shows up there? You know? At this point, anything can happen. But, yeah. We'll see. Maybe I'll get to talk to Jayun a lot on those days. Maybe not. Maybe I'll get to talk to Maisie a lot on those days. Maybe not. Maybe I will have a terrible time. Maybe the set will be toxic, lots of drama. Or maybe it'll be a great time. Maybe I'll make a lot of friends, and I'll be charismatic and funny. I was really funny today. I think whenever I'm sleep deprived, I just, like, my humor switched on, and I keep cracking jokes. During the photography, because the models, they strike poses, and they play with objects, and every time they do something, it's stupid. But, like, in a good way. Like, one of the models played with a globe, and I was like, ooh, I'm interested in foreign cultures. And then the model picks up a book, and I was like, I learned a new word today. And it's just so fun. But, I don't know, maybe I'll be humorous and funny and Johnny will see that. Or maybe not. Maybe it's gonna suck pussy. But, either way, I shouldn't really care. I shouldn't really overthink anyways. But it is the set of the sets. It is, you know, a snowy, rainy day in Seattle. In the mall, I'm on my phone. This random girl from Shanghai is texting me about her new story. And she's asking me for opinions and thoughts. And I'm like, oh, it's interesting. And now the story has come true, and some of the most talented, most powerful people are somehow going to end up being involved. And I am nothing but a little pawn. And I have this weird like-hate relationship with Jayun that is probably very much one-sided, and weird things have already happened, like yesterday. So it's a recipe for either disaster or amazingness. But right now I'm just feeling very ambivalent. So yeah, we'll see. And that's 2 days later too, so fuck me. But yeah, excited for tomorrow. And again, on the bright side of things, I'm going back to Hong Kong in 14 days. I'll be rolling, I'll be goading, I'll be happy, and I'm so pumped for Beijing. And again, maybe Kyoto. God damn. Let me go, man. Let me go. Yeah, I also bought a Blu-ray, spacked out. It's expensive, but I got it. I can't think of a better deal. And I gotta buy cosplay today. Today's the, like, if I buy tomorrow, maybe it's too late. So gotta do it today. Bro, I know this place. I've been here. Bro. Black Heaven. Black Heaven. Okay, this is Rotterdam. They're not doing capital cities this time. I forgot where's the cube houses, but it's probably near the central station. Oh no, it's not at the central station, isn't it? Could it be this one? No, wait a second. No. It's not the central. Frick. I don't know. I don't know where is the I don't know where's the cube houses. I just know it's in Rotterdam. Damn, 30 seconds. Okay. Nope. Okay. I'm just gonna guess. Shoot. Well, I don't have a lot of other choice. I'm just gonna guess over here. Ooh, oh, it's actually near the central station. Yeah, so cube houses. Oh, black. Duh. Yeah. Kijk Kubus. Oh well.